Okay, so I think we should start. A very good evening to one and all present in this live webinar. With the SNAP exam just around the corner and only a month left to prepare, we know how important it is to make the most of this crucial time. That is why we at SIDTM are here to provide you with all the tips, strategies, and resources you need to ace the SNAP 2024. We are dedicated to helping you to achieve your best, and we have a wealth of resources available on our Telegram channel, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube as well. Follow us on these platforms for regular updates, study materials, and guidance to ensure you're fully prepared for the examination. Starting with a brief introduction about myself, my name is Shruti Raj, and I had scored 94 percentile in SNAP 2023. I have completed my graduation in accounting and finance, after which I was placed in an organization in which I was working in the operations department, where I explored profoundly that I had a keen interest in emerging technologies in business automation as well as collaborative teamwork. Therefore, I chose SIDTM as it is one of the best B school having a dual focus on technical and managerial skills. Today, I, along with my colleague Akshay, are your host for today's webinar. We know that you all are at the final stretch of your SNAP preparation. We are here to guide you through all the essential strategies, benchmark scores, and how to ace each section of this examination. We will open a Q&A session at the end of this webinar, so stay tuned and let's get started. Over to you, Akshay.
Okay, thank you, Shruti. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, Shruti. So, my name is Akshay Baviskar. I come from a mechanical engineering background, and then I have joined the IT-based company where I have a 27 month of work ex. And then, as I wanted to become a techno manager, so I choose the SIDTM through the SNAP examination. So, talking about the 30 days to go right now for you guys, and I know the pressure is intense, but remember, you are not alone in this. Everyone here is striving towards the same goal. I will share some practical tips to help you maximize your performance, keeping in mind the time limited left. So me and Shruti will tell you the exact strategies for cracking the SNAP examination 2024. So it's been a last month before the coming exam can be overwhelming. So balancing mocks, revising weak areas, and trying to stay calm is a big challenge. But these final weeks are crucial and focused. Consistent approach can make a big difference. So moving forward, first of all, we will see the SNAP sections. What are the essentials of it? So basically, there are three SNAP essentials: general English, analytical and logical reasoning, and third is the quantitative DA and data sufficiency. So first of all, you have to focus on these three sections really very well. And general English, it has a 15 number of questions, and the difficulty level is easy to moderate. So you have to attempt not all the 15 questions. You can also attempt the 12 to 13 questions with 100% of accuracy to score a 99 plus percentile in general English section. So for that, what we need to do? So basically, we were in the same place as you are in right now. So we gave a multiple sectional mocks for general English, for analytical and logical reasoning, and as well as for cons as well. So the thing is that you have to just have an accuracy of about 90 percentage to solve the questions. And for that, you need to refer the books. So basically, I refer the Word Power Made Easy book for general English. So that was a very big help from the Norman Lewis, the author. And talking about the LR section, so we have a 25 number of questions in LR, which has a difficulty level of easy to moderate, which is a tricky section. So as the non-engineers and the engineers are also applicable to give the SNAP exam. So in that cases, the non-engineers will find a tricky section. So for that also, we need to give the more sectional mocks. And then talking about the quantitative DI and DS, so it has a 20 number of questions. So difficulty level is moderate. So it is not a easier section. You have to practice a lot to attempt the questions as well. And then talking about the negative marking scheme for SNAP examination. So we have a negative marking of 0.25 for the each incorrect answers. And then as we have a 60 number of questions for 60 minutes. So it doesn't mean that you have to spend 1 minute for one question. So you have to just analyze the each and every question. So if you attempt 45 to 50 questions with a 90% of accuracy, you will end up getting a 90 plus percentile. So this is the agenda, and that's why we are giving you tips, tricks, and strategies to how to follow the strategies to ace the sections. And then moving forward to general English. So Shruti, could you please take this up?
Yeah, thanks, Akshay. As we all know that SNAP is a aspirant-friendly examination that gives students 3 attempts, and the best score is considered for further admission eligibility. So, moving forward, talking about the general English section that consists of 15 questions tends to be on the easier side in terms of time consumption. So, focus on maximizing your attempts here. Delving into the main topics of this section that are as follows: vocabulary, figures of speech and grammar, and reading comprehensions. Strengthen your word bank by going through a list of frequently used words in the SNAP examination. For vocabulary list preparation, you can refer Word Bar Made Easy, as said by Akshay. Unique words from different mocks that you have been giving by now, and also past year question papers, because there is high probability of similar questions to be encountered by you in the SNAP examinations. So keep revising these regularly. Do not overlook small details like figures of speech and grammar rules, as they often form the crux of sentence correction questions. Practice reading comprehensions with time constraints. Remember that RCs can also come in the form of poems. So get yourself comfortable with such set of questions. Focus on accuracy and avoid overreading. Aim for around 12 absolutely correct attempts in this section. Many students might prefer, and it is even feasible, to mark all the 15 questions, but avoid guessworks, as the marks do get deducted in negative marking scheme here. And since this section is the most scoring section, you won't want to lose any extra marks in this section. Try to complete this section in max to max 8 minutes. This will give you enough time for more challenging sections further. Moving forward,
Yes, so before moving forward to analytical and logical reasoning, so I wanted to tell you one point that as we have a 30 days in hand, which is very less time right now, so you can also try to find out the words on a daily basis. You can just by heart 5 to 10 words on a daily basis, so that you can familiar with the words that are coming in the SNAP exam. So basically, they will ask you about the synonyms and antonyms, and also fill in the blanks, so that you can attempt those questions very well, because the thing is that we don't know exact the answer and we end up getting negative marks. So to avoid this, go through the 5 to 10 words daily from the various sources available on the internet. And then moving forward to analytical and logical reasoning. So we have topics such as critical reasoning, cause and effect, statements, and conclusion. So the estimated number of questions from these topics are 4 to 5 questions you can expect in SNAP exam. And this syllabus has been same from the last 2 to 3 years, because in the last year also we got a questions from blood relation and family tree. So on the basis of those questions, we also got the sub questions, which was around 7 to 8 questions you can expect. So this is the ideal number of questions you can expect, but this can be changed in the SNAP exam 2024, because it has been dynamic. There are the 3 attempts for this, first, second, and third. So you just have to know the topics of LR, such as the decoding, input, output, in which you can expect 6 to 7 questions out of it. So strategy for this is to identify the difficulty level. So focus on the questions you can solve quickly. Like critical reasoning, avoid lengthy puzzles at first if they look time consuming. And the thing is that in the CAT exam and the XAT exam, we get questions related to the LR sets, but that type of questions will not come in the SNAP exam. They will ask you direct questions like a sitting arrangements. So you have to practice 3 sets on a daily basis, so that you can gain a confidence to solve the questions on a day. So moving forward to quantitative aptitude, DI, and data sufficiency. So the topics related to the quantitative aptitude are arithmetic, algebra, geometry, numbers, and modern maths, DI and DS. So the thing is that arithmetic is basically the section in which you will have to be conceptual knowledge, because in these topics you will expect a question from time, distance, speeds, and from algebra also you can expect a linear equation, quadratic equation, where you have to find the roots of quadratic equation directly. So it will consume around the 1 to 2 minutes per question. But if you have a command over tables, cubes, squares, decimal fraction, conversions, then you can ask this question within a 1 minute as well, because this is the section where you can score more number of marks. I know it has a difficulty level, but for the non-engineers also, you can do one thing. You just have to write all the formulas in one sheet, and then you can by heart those formulas on a daily basis before going to the sleep. And for geometry also, you can expect a more number of questions from lines and angles, because they will ask you direct questions, and as well as the trigonometry. So in arithmetic, you can expect 6 to 7 questions. From algebra, you can expect 2 to 3. And then talking about the numbers and modern maths, where you can expect a question from permutation and combination, probability, you can expect a direct question. So they will not ask you or give you the lengthy questions. They will ask you direct questions, because we have only 60 minutes in hand, and snap examination moderators also know that. They will also include some lengthy questions, but you have to avoid those questions. The thing is that you don't have to answer all the 60 questions. If you have an accuracy of 90%, that is, you can attempt 53 to 54, then you will end up getting a 99 plus percentile. And then talking about the DI and DS, as I told before, you have to just practice the sets of related to DI, such as a bar chart, pie chart, line graphs. So you can also expect direct question from this. So 1 to 2 questions you can expect. So then moving forward to optimal attempt strategy for SNAP. So Shruti, would you want to take it?
Sure, I will take it. But before that, I would want to draw attention of the aspirants to the some SNAP specific topics like cubes, clocks, and calendars in the analytical and logical reasoning section. They do come every year in the examination, and one can secure their marks by practicing all kinds of questions from that topic. Also, in the quants and DI section, questions are very straightforward, but Snap will test your speed and how you balance your accuracy with the speed. So practicing several mocks will help you with that. So here I come up with the optimal strategy for Snap examination. The first and foremost thing is to begin with the section you're most confident in to build a better momentum. Divide the 60 minutes very strictly for all the 60 questions. I preferred restricting the general English section just for 8 minutes and not more than that, because other sections might require more time than given. So if you want, you can also follow the same, but practicing with timer is a must. Aim for 11 to 12 attempts in 8 minutes in the general English section. Likewise, for logical reasoning section, target 19 to 20 attempts in 25 minutes. Uh, Allocate 25 minutes to logical reasoning and 25 minutes to the quants and DI section. Start with straightforward questions and save puzzles for later in the logical and analytical reasoning, because puzzles might be tricky and the answers might be very close to each other. So you might get trapped in that question. So solve the easier ones first. And talking about the quants and DI section, go for 14 to 15 attempts in 25 minutes, focusing on arithmetic and simple DI questions first, and then for the lengthy questions that you might think you might be able to solve, but don't go for guessworks in this section at all. Make sure to give yourself enough practice through the sectional mock tests. They will help you understand your strengths and weaknesses, build accuracy without rushing, and identify areas of improvement of each section. Due to negative marking, avoid random guesses. Only attempt questions you feel confident in. And if time permits, review the flagged questions to ensure accuracy. This balanced approach maximizes your score by focusing on accuracy and time management. SNAP is a speed-based test, as I told you. So in order to excel in that, you should balance your speed with accuracy. Taking sectional mocks frequently helps you identify easy and moderate topics as per your own pace, and thereby you'll be able to boost your accuracy and minimize the negative marking. That is the key. And remember that there is no sectional time limit. So the first tip is to begin your strength, begin the section you are very confident in. Moving forward,
So these are the sample questions you can expect in the SNAP examination. So the first question is related to the general English, and the second question is related to the arithmetic, and the third question is related to the LR. So you can take a screenshot of these questions, and you can put the answers in the comment box, and we will check the answers as well. And then moving forward to the importance of sectional analysis in SNAP 2024. So the thing is that before going to the full mock test, you should give the sectional box for these three sections so that you can gain a confidence. So for the general English, as 15 questions are will come in the SNAP exam. So for that, you need to give at least the 10 to 15 box so that you can understand the type of questions that would come in the SNAP exam. And then talking about the LR, so for the LR, the thing is that the questions will be very tricky. So you might expect this option will be correct, but this is not the case. So you have to practice a lot in this type of questions. And there are the multiple, as Shruti said, clocks and calendars. So you might expect a 1 to 2 question definitely in SNAP 2024 because this is the trend has been going on in SNAP exam from the last 2 to 3 years. And then you have to build the accuracy. So if you build the accuracy, you will increase your speed while solving the questions. So it will help you to avoid the negative marking as well. So give the 10 to 15 mocks. As we know, we have only 29 to 30 days in hand. But the thing is that if you give the 10 to 15 mocks and also while spending 4 to 6 hours per day from today, then you can ace this section very well.
yeah, definitely, Akshay. Now let's talk about the section-wise analysis of ideal attempts. Aim for about 80% accuracy, which means around 16 out of 20 questions in the quantitative aptitude section. It should be really attempted with high level of accuracy, and remember that the accuracy should not drop below 80% because then you will lose your marks unnecessarily in the negative marking scheme. For logical reasoning section, this section has some tricky puzzles, as I said before. So focus on accuracy here. Aim for 21 to 22 correct attempts out of 25 with an accuracy rate close to 85 to 90%. And let's talk about the verbal ability section. It is generally quicker, easier. So try to maximize your attempts by aiming for 13 to 14 correct answers. Believe me, it is very well possible out of those 15 questions. And careful reading is key here to avoid simple errors. Moving forward, Akshay, please, yeah.
Yes. Talking about the sectional block analysis, so there are the three type of question you can expect. That is a class A, class B, and class C. So if you see the class A requires a half minute and class B requires a 1 minute and class C requires a 1.47 minutes, but you are end up getting a negative mark. That is the incorrect answer. So you have to focus on class A and class B type of questions, which requires a half minute and 1 minute, so that you can score a very good in SNAP exam. So to avoid these C type of questions, what you need to do is you have to just analyze the question. If it is lengthy, then it is fine. You can move forward for the next question. And if you are feeling confident about solving that question, but taking 3 to 4 minutes, but the thing is that in those 3 to 4 minutes, you can also solve the other type of questions. If you check the other question as well. So first of all, play on your strength. Solve the questions that comes in your strength, and then you can check this type of questions that is a difficulty level questions. So you have to follow this strategy while solving the questions in SNAP exam, because the thing is that during my last year also, I have struggled while solving the difficult questions, and I end up getting the negative marks. So that's why if you solve these type of questions during the sectional blocks, you can also analyze. And then moving forward to understanding SNAP scoring and cutoffs. So Shruti.
Yeah. So it is very crucial to understand how your SNAP score will be calculated. Each correct answer earns you 1 mark, and every wrong answer results in a negative marking of 0.25 marks. The scoring structure is pretty straightforward. Now let us talk about the section-wise breakdown. Analytical and logical reasoning that comes up with the maximum number of questions, 25 marks for 25 questions. And then quantitative aptitude and data interpretation section has 20 marks for 20 questions, followed by general English that has 15 marks for 15 questions. So the total marks are 50 with a time limit of 60 minutes. For a balanced score, aim for 47 to 48 correct attempts across all sections. For SIDTM, the cutoff is generally an 80 plus percentile, so set your target score around 45 or higher to remain competitive. But remember that maximizing your composite score is a must in case of lower percentiles. Composite score comprises snap score that has a 50% weightage, personal interview that has a 40% weightage, and group exercise that has a weightage of 10%. From the last year, written ability test, also known as VAT, is scrapped off, so no need to worry about that. Based on previous years, a score close to 40 or slightly above tends to suffice close to 95 percentile, and a score above 45 marks is usually required to score 99 percentile. But these percentile criteria and cutoffs may vary on yearly basis. So knowing these benchmarks can help you set realistic and achievable targets for each mock and ultimately for the D-Day. I hope it helped you. Now moving forward.
So adding on to the some points of weightage for the SIDTM. So the thing is that we will also come up with some webinars how to crack the GEPI. So right now, as we are giving the strategies for the SNAP exam, and the upcoming webinars will be on the basis of the strategies for solving the questions. And after the exam, we will also come up with the webinars which are related to the GEPI, so that it will help you to crack the GEPI during the process. And then moving forward to target attempts to maximize score. So as we explained before, so general English, you have to just give 8 to 10 minutes so that you can give the other time to solve the questions related to cons and AI and logical reasoning. So for general English, you have to have a 11 to 12 correct attempts. And for the cons and AI, 20 questions will be there. You have to attempt 14 to 15 with a 100% of accuracy. And if you are not feeling confident, you can also solve around the 17 to 18 questions, but it should have a 90% of accuracy over it. And then talking about the logical reasoning, you can solve the 19 to 20 questions with 100% accuracy. It will require 25 minutes of time. So keep a buffer time of 5 minutes in the end so that you can check the questions that you are feeling confident to solve, some of the difficulty questions or as well as the lengthy questions. And then moving forward to roadmap for 30 days to SNAP. So right now, from today, only the 29 or 30 days are remaining for the SNAP exam. So you have to just focus on your strength and the weaknesses that you are coming up with the sectional mocks. And for that, for the next few weeks, keep strengthening what you know. Instead of starting new topics, focus on areas where you already feel confident. So SNAP exam may be short, but the intensity requires a mental endurance for the 60 minutes. Regular practice will build the stamina needed for fast-paced problem solving. In the last few days, focus on revising core concepts, formulas, and vocabulary rather than cramming the new contents. So the thing is that you have to just play on your strength right now. Don't focus on the other subjects which you are feeling like this is the difficult that I cannot solve. So that's why you have to just play on your strengths and figure out your weaknesses so that you cannot solve those type of question during the SNAP exam and you end up getting negative marks. So you should avoid those strategies. So thank you. And also we are also giving you some mock papers. So for that, we are pasting some links on the comments box right now. So my team is working on it. And also on the description, after ending the session, you will find the mock registration link in the description as well. So if you have any question, feel free to ask us right now.
Yeah, adding to that, in order to wrap up, I would like to suggest that divide the days left for short-term targets. Divide the days into some short-term targets like building your core strengths, then revising all that you've learned, and then in the final week, review your mistakes and refine your strategies and focus on revision. So there you have it, your detailed roadmap to cracking SNAP 2024. Remember, accuracy is just as important as speed, and strategic preparation will give you an edge over others. Keep practicing and be focused, and you will be well on your way to ace the exam. Best of luck to all of you. Since Snap previous year questions are not easily available on the internet, we have appended all of them and made available free mocks for all the aspirants out there. Leverage through them, and our support is throughout with you. Stay tuned for the latest updates and further webinars that will dive deep into the topper strategies, intricacies of sectional strategy, before and after Snap, and many more. So the floor is open for the Q&A session now.
Yes, and adding on to the points of Shruti shared, so as we have the mock from the SIDTM that we have prepared on the basis of the last 2 to 3 years SNAP exam questions, so you have to register on that link so that we can also send you the mocks over your email. So So Sanjana Sharma is asking, what is the best way to prepare and increase speed per question? So the thing is that if you have a good accuracy, then the speed will be increased. So you have to just focus on your strength, and then your accuracy and the speed will be definitely increased. So for that, at least you have to give 10 to 15 sectional marks, and then 5 to 10 full length marks. Then your speed definitely will increase.
Okay, taking next question. Since we can choose which section to attempt first, which section which doesn't happen in CAT, what according to you is the ideal sequence of sections to attempt? So, as I said, that start with your section that you are confident in, because that will help you in building your momentum and give you confidence throughout the examination. So most of the students start with the general English, but if you are not confident in that section, start with any other section that you are confident in and try to maximize your score from the very first question you are attempting. Uh, I hope that suffices your question.
Yes, Shruti, you are correct. We have also followed the same strategy last year. So Satyam Kumar is asking about what are the best resources for SNAP preparation. So the best resources, so initially we have referred uh, Word Par Made Easy for the general English, which was written by the Norman Lewis. And for the Cont and LR section, I have referred the Arun Sharma book, that is LOD level 1 questions you can solve. So that you can gain a confidence to solve these SNAP questions, because it will ask you the direct questions. If you know the formula of geometry, such as the mensuration topics, where they have a huge number of formulas, right? So if you have a formulas and you know the formulas really very well, then you can directly answer the questions. So for that, you have to just you can refer the Arun Sharma book, and you have to solve just LOD level 1 questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be sufficient.
Radhika Datta is asking how to save time along with accuracy in quant section. So, talking about the quant section for common quant topics like percentage, ratio, averages, and probability, learn the shortcut methods and approximation techniques. Practice questions under time constraints, gradually reducing your time per question. Prepare a table that has a conversion of percentage into fraction or fraction into percentage. That definitely helps in the SNAP examination because it is a speed based examination. Now this builds familiarity with problems types and speeds up your solving process. Keep up a list of essential formulas and revise them frequently. Prepare a formula book. Most of the students do, and we also did previously. So follow that, and I think you will be able to save time along with accuracy in quant section.
Yes, correct, Shruti. So Shanaya is asking like, I feel panicky and anxious during mocks. How can I work on it before D-Day? So the thing is that if you are giving the full length mock, you have to just follow the SWOT analysis. So what SWOT is? So basically, you have to just see the strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats. So the strength means the questions you can solve very quickly and easily within the 1 to 2 minutes. And the weakness will be your weaknesses that you don't know how to solve these questions. And opportunity means you can solve the questions, but it is taking more time. And threat means the lengthy questions will be there. So that will be the threat for you. So the thing is that you have to do the SWOT analysis after giving the sectional mocks and as well as the full length mocks. So after that you will gain the confidence, then you will not feel any anxious and panicky moment during the D-Day, because you will have a confidence and have a command over to solve the count based question as well as LR based questions.
Correct.
Hope it will be clear.
Shita is asking, are 60 minutes enough to solve 60 questions? Yes, of course, but with strategy. Given Snap's time constraints, it is crucial to manage your speed and select questions wisely. Do not get trapped in the questions that are there to waste your time or get you into the negative marking. You're working with an average of 1 minute per question, meaning you have little time to get stuck. So prioritize straightforward questions for those familiar formats. Skip questions with lengthy calculations and aim to complete the first round of answering within 45 to 50 minutes so that you have a buffer time of a sufficient time to revise and review the questions you have marked. Let's take another question.
Yeah, so AD Juggler is asking like I'm getting 95 to 98 percentile in snap mocks. This should be enough to convert it. Yes, definitely 95 to 95 is enough to get into SIDTM. But before that, there will be the GAPI round in which you have to give the GAPI as well. So for that, we are also coming up with the webinars after the examination where we will give you some strategies like how to give the GAPI in an effective manner. So that will help you. So yes, 95 to 98 percentile is enough, but this is for the only 50% of weightage in snap examination. Other 50% is GAPI. So stay tuned for this and you will definitely get advantage of webinars that coming in the next month.
Correct. Rohan Mishra is asking, what are the ideal attempts I should make? Which section should I approach first? And what is the strategy for the D-Day? So aiming for 45 to 50 attempts is generally safe if you can maintain accuracy. However, this number can vary based on your mock performance, and do not totally rely on the mock test you are having. Sometimes people get to score more than what they are performing in their mock. So that basically depends on the D-Day, how you perform, how you balance your speed with your accuracy. And on the day, stick to your strategy as you have practiced your mock and avoid sudden changes in your strategy. That is a blunder. So avoid sudden changes in section order to in order to approach different questions.
Yes, correct, Shruti. Also, the thing is that Snap questions are not available on YouTube and as well as Google. So our mock also has prepared in such a way that we have um get the questions from the Snap from the our students as well, and we have prepared the 5 to 10 mocks on it, and also we will be sending you mocks once you register on the link. So you have to also follow the telegrams and as well as the Instagram handles where you can expect some Snap related questions, Snap related quiz. Then also you can get the answers of it. So I think session will be helpful for you. So if you have any questions, you can put in the comment box and feel free to reach us on our social media handles. Okay, so someone is asking like, how is life at SIDTM? So we have spent over a 4 month in SIDTM and it has been really great experience. And upcoming 18 month will be very beautiful for us. And we have a serene campus that we can feel a lot of freshness when we are walking during the morning and as well as in the night. So it has been really a great campus life from the last 4 months. I think Shrutis also feel the same way.
Yeah, Akshay, it has been less than 6 months, but it has been an incredible learning experience till date. It SIDTM is a student-driven college, so every student is given the chance to participate and evolve into a better person. we are we are taught to be a better manager from the very first day, and being in every committee we are taught leadership skills and how to be a better manager for the future. So these all are very beautiful experiences we are having, and we will feel very happy to welcome you all. Now let's take one more question.
Yes. So someone is asking like, what is the sure shot cutoff to get into SIDTM? So basically, the cutoff is 80 plus percentile for shortlisting for the GPA rounds. And if you do well in the GPA rounds, then definitely you are welcome in the SIDTM. So you should have at least a 80 plus percentile.
Exactly, and it depends on the composite score, as I said. If the percentile is low, but you are performing well in your GEPI process, then there's a high chance you can get into the college. But in spite of having a high percentile, but you're not performing well in the GEPI process, then your probability becomes low. So it depends on the composite score. So focus on the examination right now, ace well, and then focus on the GEPA process.
Yes. And also, I wanted to highlight one point that some of my peers also are also from the non-tech background. So in SIDTM, they have bridge classes for the technical subjects, as SIDTM caters to digital and telecom management. So which focuses on the cyber security, blockchain, and other consulting roles as well. So that's why they have SIDTM has some bridge classes which happens on a weekends as well, and the faculties are very good. They explained you each and every concepts thoroughly from the depth, from the in depth, and as well as they will explain on the basis of case studies. So it has been helped a lot for the non-engineers also and engineers also, because engineers also will face some issues in finance because they don't know exactly about some finance terms as well. But that thing is also sort out by SIDTM by giving the bridge classes.
Yes, very well said, Akshay. We have eminent faculty here for every subject, and also we welcome industry experts as our guest lecturers who imparts knowledge to us and the real world concepts, so their real business, what they do. So all this is very profound in our college.
Okay, so someone is asking how can we get mock test? So the mock test you can get once you register on the mock links that we will be sharing in comments, and as well as it will be available in the description after the session gets over. So you have to just register, and then we will send you the mock test over your email. So you have to just vigilant on this, and when we will get mocks from, yeah, so same question has asked by someone, so you will get the mock test on emails once you registered, and once you register the mock for only registration link, you will receive the mock test in the next 3 to 4 days.
Someone is asking how can we do mock analysis. So there are various platforms on the internet that helps you get the mock analysis. So practice your mocks on a speed based examination platform and then do the analysis there, or else you can even analyze yourself by putting up a timer on your screen and then checking the questions if they were right or wrong, and whether you are able to do the answers correctly in that set of time or not. So this is the basic type of analysis you can do, or else there are some subscription based policies for mock analysis, so you can follow that too.
Yeah,
They are beneficial, and I think Akshay had also taken previously.
yeah, correct, Shruti.
Hmm.
So I think the session will be helpful for you, and if you have any questions you can put in the comment box. So me and Shruti and my team will be answering your questions. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining the session, and all the best for your snap examination. Thank you.
All the very best.